Oh goodness, it looks like it's time for us to get our Meteor dance on. Let's check it out. Drex here from DrexFactor.com, bringing you poi spinning and flow arts to benefit your body and brain. And today, I'm giving you another combo based upon something that I did in a flow dance video from a couple weeks ago. Let's check that out. Before we dive in, I just want to give a quick shout out to the friends of the channel. Big thanks to Dark Monk, Flow Toys, Pyroterra Light Toys, LMF Props, Spinballs, and Ultrapoi for helping to make the videos on this channel possible. You can learn more about all of these amazing companies and the work that they do to support flow artists like yourself by checking out the links that I've got down in the description of this video. Yeah, so real talk. This is definitely putting together meteor spinning with dance in a way that I haven't done before. And I enjoyed the challenge of this, but it's also going to be quite a lot of dance for all of y'all out there that are following along. And I can't tell whether I'm sorry about that or whether I'm like fiendishly just waiting to see all the amazing things that come out of that experimentation. And unlike a lot of recent combos, this actually does have a fair number of tricks behind it. So to list those out so you know exactly what your prerequisites are here. Number one, you're going to need to know how to do a basic Meteor thumb-led 2-beat weave. Number two, you're going to have to know how to do a thumb-led 4-beat reverse weave and be able to waist wrap back and forth between the two. Next, you are going to have to know how to do a one-handed spiral wrap. And finally, you're also going to need to know how to do a one-handed butterfly. Because, yeah, I'm just that mean. I'll go ahead and leave links to tutorials on all of these tricks down in the description, as well as up in the cards if you happen to be watching this video on YouTube. I'll show you the combo at full speed, take you through it step by step, and finally show it again in slow motion so that you can get the best learning experience out of all of this. Oh dear, it started out so innocent, and then it got so very complicated. Let's walk through it and see if we can take the pieces of this apart. So it just starts off with doing a simple thumb-led Meteor 2-beat weave off to your right-hand side here. Yes, I'm working with clockwise being the dominant direction of spin because that is my dominant direction of spin. I'm sorry for you counterclockwise folks out there. Maybe you can just reverse all the instructions here. But you're going to hang out here for just 1 second, kind of looking off at your hand and everything, and then you're going to do a focus shift, boom, back to the camera, and that's your cue that you're about to start going into that thumb-led reverse. That is, you're going to wrap the poi down and around underneath your wrist to get around to this reverse side right here, where you're doing a 4-beat instead of a 2-beat. It should be said, you absolutely can do this combo going back and forth between 2 beats. It makes it go so much faster. I very deliberately made a choice here to go back and forth between a 2-beat and a 4-beat so that it would slow down and hopefully not be as challenging both for myself as well as for all of you all out there. Okay, so we go over to our reverse weave, and then we go back to forwards. I would really, really like to emphasize here that it's a good idea to kind of take that as an undercurve going both ways. That is, every time you go through, you are plie-ing a little bit. The reason for this is that when you go for the next step, which is the jump, it's going to prepare you for that jump in a much better way. So in all honesty, you can go back and forth like this a few times if you need to get used to it and build up the momentum. But what comes next is basically going to be that you're going to do a complete turn as you're doing that waist wrap. Let me do that for you again. Yeah? As I'm going back and forth, I then go all the way around. And that's the move overall with the poi that we're looking for, but of course our feet are doing something a little bit different here. So some of y'all might recognize that what I'm doing here is a variation on something that I'm well known for, namely doing a tour jeté during my weaves, right? I'm just applying that into a meteor position. So, as we do that turn going around and everything, we're taking it instead as a jump. So, I'm going to take off and kick out my right foot and then my left foot off to stage left, like so, and coming in for the landing. Now, after I land, I'm going to have a lot of momentum, so I recommend taking that around to the reverse weave over on your left-hand side once again. The whole thing winds up looking like this. After I take that undercurve a couple times, I take the jump and I go all the way around to that reverse weave before coming back to the forwards, yeah? I think that helps make it flow a little bit better and feel a little bit less like you're just hurling your body and poi all over the stage. So we did the jump, and it was great, and I'm now hanging out over here at stage left with my poi doing a 2-beat thumb lead. Now, my next move is that I'm going to come down stage just a wee bit here, and I'm going to go ahead and do the first of 2 one-handed spiral wraps. Namely, as I come around here, I am going to let the poi wrap around my hand, and I'm going to kind of pull up my right foot in coupe right quick, and I'm going to kind of lean into it and everything and bring my left hand up to kind of emphasize the motion. So we're basically going from this weave right here to, as we come in, boom, finding the shape, right? Now, from here, we're going to go ahead and switch off, and you're going to kick out your right foot just a little bit. I cannot remember the name for this footwork. I'm so sorry, but kick it out, and then you pull your left foot into coupe against your right foot, like so. Basically, that just means that I'm putting my left foot in contact with my right ankle, and that happens as I'm reversing the direction of that one-handed spiral wrap, you know? If you need to come out of that first spiral wrap and go into a reverse weave for just a little bit before you attempt that second spiral wrap, that's totally fine. We all take this at our own pace and everything. But overall, the pieces should look like I do my first coupe, second coupe. And notice that I'm kind of switching the body shape from being open to closed as I go to the second one to really emphasize the difference in the 2 shapes, yeah? Now, doing the 2 spiral wraps back to back has the effect of switching us back to the original direction that we were spinning the poi in. Namely, it's going forwards off to my right-hand side. Now, what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to do a timing and direction shift, where I'm going to switch them into a one-handed butterfly. As you see, this is sometimes hard to do slowly. Do your best here. Basically, I'm trying to do this thing wherein as I'm swinging my thumb end around and everything, as it goes off to my left, I'm just going to let it pendulum and then swing back around to the right. I'm trying to keep my pinky end going the entire way around, and that brings me into that one-handed butterfly, right? Let me show you that again. As I'm going around here, I pendulum with the thumb end, and that brings me into the one-handed butterfly. Now from here, I cap off the combo by just releasing the poi in my pinky end, boom, catching it, and that's how I end things, right? Okay, let's take another look at all that from the top. So we start off with the poi in front of us, looking at the camera, and I go off to my right, doing that forwards weave. I look up to signify that something's about to change, and undercurve to the left, undercurve to the right, tour jeté around, do the waist wrap again. I come back up front, and boom with the first spiral, boom with the second spiral. I switch into that butterfly, release, boom, catch, and I move my right foot around in a ronde-jean to finish that off in that nice little shape there, yeah? All right, let's take another look at that in slow. Amazing. Yes, I know I'm throwing everything in the kitchen sink at you, but I hope you all enjoy the challenge. Thank you so much for watching, and I would love to see your version of this combo. Pretty please post it to Instagram and use the hashtag DrexFactorPoi. You can also post it to your stories and tag me. I am DrexFactor on Instagram, and I will copy your video to my own stories so that my followers can see all your hard work. Please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe so that other people can find this video and learn from it. And of course, this video was made possible thanks to the kind of contributions of all these nice folks right here and all the nice folks that are also listed down in the description of this video. Thank you so much to all of my wonderful supporters on Patreon for making this video and all the videos on this channel possible. If you would like to sign up to support this work that I'm doing, and I totally understand if you don't have the means, but if you do, it would be much appreciated. You can head on over to patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi and sign up. You can get early access to all of my content, as well as a say in what topics I tackle in the future. Plus which I upload some cool behind the scenes stuff every once in a while too. So go and check that out. Please and thank you. Amazing. So August is right around the corner, which means that somehow here in DC it is only going to get hotter and sweatier, but I'm looking forward to it. I will have more combo tutorials for you all then, and I can't wait to see you. Peace.